Hyper-independence dressed itself up as empowerment, but if we're being honest, it's just loneliness wearing lipstick. Let me explain. As women, we became masters of self-sufficiency, fluent in meeting our own needs, experts at never asking for help, queens of composure, unbothered, unshakable. But no matter how strong you are, our nervous systems weren't designed to do life in isolation. So how do we move from hyper-independence to healthy interdependence? Stay with me. Our nervous systems are shaped in relationships. They are soothed by connection. And we long deeply for safe interdependence. But here's the question. How do you soften when you have been wired to think that closeness equals danger? You don't just decide to trust. You have to begin by learning to be with yourself first, so that even if someone else leaves, you don't. You don't abandon. That's the first repair. Because hyper-independence isn't a personality trait. It's a protective adaptation. It was something that was forged in a fire of unmet needs and unsafe connections. A survival strategy where you were taught that your emotional world was too much, or that your needs were a burden, or that love had to be with conditions. So healing in these spaces doesn't ask us to collapse our boundaries in the name of intimacy. No, we're being asked to create internal safety, to hold ourselves, to be with ourselves, so that we don't abandon when someone gets too close. It's like noticing the part of you that wants to say, I'm fine, I don't need any help. But then gently getting curious and saying, well, what if I do? It looks like letting yourself receive, whether it's a compliment or a friend's presence, without guilt or apology. It looks like catching the reflex to withdraw, but yet choosing to stay. To stay in the conversation, to stay in the body, to stay in the tenderness of the moment. And the part of this journey that no one really talks about is that you will see yourself grieve that old version of self, that old expression of self that had to be too strong for too long. The woman that then softens after survival isn't weak. She is wise. She has come to collect all of that information, data, energy, experience, and translated it, alchemized it, transmuted it into something far more beautiful. She knows that true strength is never in not needing anyone, but rather allowing yourself to be seen, to be supported without dissolving yourself. That's interdependence. This beautiful dance of two whole beings who can hold each other and themselves. Not out of desperation or fear, but out of choice. Because really that's what love is, a choice. It's knowing that I can meet myself, but I can also let you meet me. And there is so much power in that. And the power isn't huge, it's not large, it doesn't roar. The power just exhales, it softens, it allows you to relax into the arms and presence of another. It releases the grip of control that you've had to hold onto for so long, in favor of trust, but not blind trust, and trust. The kind of trust that is built over time, not by people who say the right things, but through people who create this beautiful felt sense of safety in your body. Because their actions are consistent with their words. They move in integrity from the heart space. Because here's the truth. You were never meant to be self-sufficient to the point of depletion. That is not where the feminine essence and energy thrives or lives. You are meant to feel supported in a way that feels nourishing, not threatening. And the feminine, she thrives in right relationship, not in isolation. So when she is being supported, when she is being held, when she is being known and seen, she has the ability to expand, to truly become the portal that she was designed to be. Carrying a burden that isn't hers to carry alone, and suffering in silence, or suffering for that long, knowing that she had to be strong for others all the time whilst abandoning herself, is not how this is supposed to go. That's not the story that you want to create for your life. It's not the story that was designed for your life either. And so if you find yourself in this in-between space where you no longer want to do it all alone, but you're unsure how to soften without collapsing, I want to let you know that I see you. I have been you at some point. I know what it's like. I know what the journey is like. You're not doing any of this wrong. You're simply relearning what the body forgot. That safety can exist in connection. that receiving doesn't make you weak, and that your softness isn't a liability. It's the doorway to a deeper, richer, more regulated way of being.